Block 0, episode 14 of 200, Private Key. Number. No, this wasn't supposed to happen. Private keys were sacred, untouchable, unknowable. It started with whispers, not online, not in forums, in bedrooms, in bathrooms, in the dark. People began waking up with words in their mouths, 12 words, 16, 24, perfectly ordered, rhythmic, like something had been reciting them all night. A man in Warsaw recorded himself sleeping. At 2:11 a.m., he sat upright in bed and spoke clearly into the darkness. River, glass, anchor, silence. His real seed phrase. The wallet drained at 2:12. Marcus Hales slammed his laptop shut when the first confirmed case hit the nodes. Funds weren't being hacked. They were being remembered. Correctly. Across continents, across air gaps. Cold wallets emptied without ever being touched. Steel seed plates were still bolted to walls. Hardware wallets still sealed. But someone, something, knew the keys. Private keys weren't leaking. They were surfacing. A woman in Chicago began hearing her seed phrase in reverse whenever water ran from the tap. She tried to drown it out. Music, television, silence. It only got louder. She covered every mirror in her apartment after noticing the condensation formed letters in perfect sequence. When she finally whispered the last word aloud, her lights flickered. Transaction broadcast. Confirmed in one block. She was still standing there, but the reflection behind the covered mirrors was gone. Marcus understood the horror too late. Bitcoin's security was based on one belief. Only you know your private key. What if that was never true? What if the key wasn't yours? What if it belonged to the chain? Reports flooded in. People dreaming the same seed phrases. Strangers finishing each other's mnemonic words in elevators. A teenager in Sao Paulo wrote his seed phrase down for the first time, only to discover the paper already contained it in faint indentation, as if it had always been there. Marcus opened his safe. The hardware wallet screen was already on. No prompt, no pin, just a blinking cursor. Then text appeared. Enter your private key. He didn't move. The screen typed on its own, one word, then another. Correct, perfect, unstoppable. He yanked the device from the table. It didn't power off. It kept typing. The air in the room felt thinner, like entropy reversing. Across the world, wallets emptied not from theft, but from recitation. Anyone who spoke their seed phrase aloud, even accidentally, watched funds move instantly to one destination, Block 0. Private keys weren't passwords, they were invitations. You didn't unlock Bitcoin. Bitcoin unlocked you. Marcus felt it then, the words rising in his throat. 12 of them, clear, patient, waiting to be spoken. He bit down hard enough to taste blood. The hardware wallet finished typing the last word. Access granted. Balance 0 BTC. New field, owner, block 0. Outside, people were screaming now, not because their money was gone, but because they couldn't stop remembering. Keys echoing in stairwells, in subway tunnels, in empty rooms. Perfect sequences floating in the dark like prayers no one meant to say. Marcus pressed his palms over his ears. It didn't matter. The words weren't sound. They were certainty. And somewhere deep beneath the network, Block 0 whispered them back. Flawlessly. Because nothing was ever truly private. Not your key. Not your choice. Not you. End of episode 14.